So here's a pretty neat game. It's like, there we go. Some sort of claim to fame deck. Grixis claim to fame, basically. It's pretty cool. My opening hand, got that bridge, and I have turn one, or discard. So I'm happy with it. Opponent mulligans, I guess they weren't happy with that hand very, much. So, excuse me. This is actually very good for me that they got rid of that hand with Thoughtseize. So, it's a pretty tough choice here. So it's not Fatal Push I'm grabbing, and I shouldn't have to worry about Vexing Devil. Delver, maybe, but I figure Abbott might be the most troublesome if I don't have control over their top deck. So, I go for the Abbott. Yeah, here I mess up. When they hit main 2, I thought they hit end. So I go ahead and pass turn to myself, and I go to play. I should have let my opponent keep playing, because they probably would have done Serum Visions, because they don't know that I'm on Lantern yet. And that would have allowed me to just land bridge safely. But I messed it up. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so instead I get Spell Pierced. Oh well. It's unfortunate. And basically I'm going to lose now because of that. Yeah. Ugh. So game 2. Yeah, not bad at all. And opponent still has that Spell Pierce in their opener, so it's not bad. But I'm going to get rid of it. Actually, I think I get rid of an Inquisition here. Because I figure if I make them keep that Spell Pierce up, then, or if I play a Whir on their end turn to force them to Spell Pierce, then I can Whir or Bridge on my turn. So, the Inquisition, however, can only grab one of these things, and I should be okay. So yeah, if I make them keep mana up, that's less mana they can play on a threat. For some reason, Claim to Fame isn't showing up, but whatever. So yeah, Inquisition on me. Grabbing the bridge, which is smart. I believe I pay 4 life. Yeah, so now I got Metalcraft. Yep. Yeah, and they Spell Pierce that. So now I'm good to go. I draw a land and I should be good. Yeah. Yeah. So I go ahead and Whir now. Now, instead of worrying for a bridge, I Whir for a Lantern because I know my opponent doesn't have a threat. And if I just keep them off of threats, then I should be good. So, that's what I'm going for here. So now it's easy day, just keeping them off threats. So, don't even use a bridge. Game 3, gotta mold this one. No lands. I guess my opponent keeps. Keeping this one though. And got a Scry to try to hit that second land. Here comes the Inquisition. And grabbing Lantern, as they should. They only keep a 1-lane hand though, so that's going to help me out. Now they did top on their Scry, so I'm going to get rid of both of them. And I'm going to go for discard mode, see what they got. And it's all of that stuff. Go ahead and get that second top card, whatever it was. Probably lands. So go, now, I misclicked here. What I meant to do is kill a dude and then discard, because I know that I did the previous one. I know they didn't have a spell, so yeah, not for brutality. And grab Delver so that it reduces their threat, gives me more time to get a bridge. Yep. And I am not milling because I don't want to, feed their graveyard for Snapcaster. And grab that. Yeah, what I'm worried about here, that extra damage coming in at me, and it's going to flip the Delver, which I don't want. But yeah, I let it happen. The Spell Pierce, on the other hand, yeah, go ahead and mill. And that's the problem is, if they get the land, then that means they're going to be able to Snapcaster Spell Pierce. I was like, I'm still thinking about that whole land thing, but they draw it anyways. I'm like, you know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it. So I take some damage, gain some life. And, oh yeah, I exiled that counter squall. I can't afford that. Because they tapped that mana to try to get the counter squall, that gave me an opening to possibly resolve a bridge, because now they can't Snapcaster Spell Pierce. So now I know at this point that I could draw a bridge or a, what's it called? A whir. I know one whir is gone. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards, and I have 2 mill rocks here that should be able to help me out. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to live long enough to, thanks to Fair. And that's going to be it. Yeah. So if they had kept up that mana instead of here, then what I was thinking there was I would wait till the end of their turn to do the or on their turn to whir, and then try to dig for another bridge or another whir and resolve it, because then they would be tapped out. So either way, it should have worked. Or if they were to try to Thoughtseize me to get the whir out of my hand, still whir in response, go get stuff, be good to go. So it was, if my opponent played it that way, it would have been questionable as to whether or not I would have been able to, because actually Stirrings would have gotten it in there too, most likely. So 7, 8, 9, 10, how many Stirrings do I got in the graveyard? 8, 9. 9 cards could have gotten me there. So, or actually Brutality would have been good too, to kill that in discard mode. So I had a lot of really good top decks there, but ended up winning it out.